channel, and for those who are new here, I'm Julie, and right now I'm on my way to meet my 3 clients who are having their whole entire transformation journey here in South Korea. So it is about 8:48 a.m. It takes me about an hour without traffic to get to Gangnam. But this week is really special, not just because I have 3 clients coming from America, but because I'm also moving very close to the clinics that I work very closely with in the center of Gangnam, and I'm so excited for it. But now that I've been really working on InYun Concierge, I've been really developing really great relationships with my clients. I've been able to build really exclusive packages for skincare, hair care with some of the best VVIP clinics in South Korea. I'm just really excited to show you guys more of my day-to-day here in South Korea. And with this whole video, I don't know how well I'll be able to film it. And even though I do have consent for media for my clients, I don't want it to look like a media fest. So I'm just gonna do my best to make it subtle but focused on what you can expect with InYun Concierge's start to finish VIP care, service, guidance, and support. So I still get asked, what is InYun Concierge's start to finish VIP care, service, guidance, and support? And what is the difference between coming through InYun Concierge or going through this entire journey themselves? With InYun Concierge's start to finish VIP care, service, support, and guidance, I know Korea's medical system. I know the beauty industry here. I've been through surgeries myself, so I know exactly what a patient would need, what a foreigner would need, and also just how to help prepare and expect when coming for a surgery. So I think my personal experiences have definitely benefited and really set the ground foundation of what InYun Concierge really provides for, our clients. For the start to finish VIP care, we only work with reputable, safe clinics in South Korea, some of who were actually me and my family surgeons and doctors as well. For us, it's really important to have a very close and tight relationship with the clinics that we work with, consultants, the medical staff, and of course the surgeons and doctors themselves. But just to know how the entire system runs in that clinic, that's going to be the evident way for us to reassure you that we're guiding you to some of the best clinics in South Korea. You could expect that after you decide to proceed, then I'll give you a phone call where we go over all of your desired results, your concerns, your wants, your expectations, or anything else that we need to prepare you for. And then after that, we'll then schedule an online consultation with the clinics that we are guiding you to. I will only direct you to the best surgeon or best doctor for what you are needing or expecting for your desired results. And after the online consult, if you feel like you are confident to move forward and proceed, then we will recommend to schedule your surgery or treatment before you come to South Korea, just so that you have everything prepared for you. And then after that, everything is on our end. So now everything gets busy for me because I'm actively communicating with the clinic and you, everything you would need to prepare for it. In the case where you have multiple clinic appointments, I'm going to be actively communicating with each doctor, each surgeon and clinic to make sure that everybody is fully aware of your schedule, your timeline, all of your plans and your itinerary, to make sure that we get approval for each doctor and surgeon with the treatment or surgery you have planned. And because I work very closely with these clinics, I have the luxury of getting faster responses. I can talk to the director themselves, getting that fast response, more in-depth communication, and just being able to assure that your questions are being answered from the actual surgeon of your surgery as well, which I think is really beneficial because that doesn't really happen all the time. And also, I don't even have a business hours, so I really, as long as I'm not sleeping, I'm literally on my phone responding as fast as I can. And if so I think that's another perk too. You're always gonna feel supported and you're always gonna feel in the know. So there's never gonna be a time where we're not being transparent with you, and there's never gonna be a time where you're gonna be left hanging. And I think that's so important to have that kind of care and support. And on the day of your surgery and treatment, I am actually there with you all day. I'm gonna be the last person you see, and I'm gonna be the first person you see when you go into surgery and you wake up. And then afterwards, until you feel like your body condition is okay for you to leave back to your accommodation, I am literally gonna be there by your side, helping you recover and getting you ready to fully recover and leave comfortably. And then afterwards, every post-op treatment that you have scheduled, I will be there with you from every step of the way. We provide the complimentary prescription list, which I will literally give you a full rundown of how to take it and update you to make sure that you're taking it well. A complimentary salon hair wash, which you will need which will feel literally the best after surgery. The main goal is that you don't need a revision. The main goal is that when you leave South Korea, you literally leave more beautifully than you came. And now afterwards, if there's any more communication that you need, I will be in your line of contact. So no matter what, until you don't need me anymore, I will literally be there for you from start to finish. And afterwards, the start to finish care does not end there, because every 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, I will be in active communication with you to get updates and see how you're healing, how you're doing, and make sure you got the results that you wanted. The whole point is to make sure that your experience is nothing but the best, most supported, and literally I always have it in me to care for you literally like how I cared for my family. And I think because of all of our transformations and all of our journeys, because we all didn't do exactly the same surgery, some yes, some no, I feel like I really know exactly how to care for people. I know what a patient would need. And I think personally, because I relive like the entire experience myself again, I think there's nothing better to care for someone, especially in such a sensitive and in such a vulnerable journey. So I think for me, that's why I really ground InYun Concierge to exactly what I needed and what my family needed as well. So that is basically the start to finish. Reach out to us. We are literally ready when you are. So I just changed. So right now I'm waiting for my clients to come and just start the whole in-person consult now that they're in South Korea. So once our clients come to South Korea and now they're going through the in-person consultation, they're going through the CT scans and just the initial process, we are busy. Okay, so now we go over the consultation one more time. This generally gives us more time to go over expectations, precautions, and just any other additional information or insight that you may be wondering now that you're actually here. And once we meet with the director, now we could go over actual expectations of the results that you're wanting according to your skin condition, your CT scan, your results that you're wanting. And so the reason why both in-person and online consultations give such a different feel is because when you're doing an online consultation, the assessment is only based off of photos, which could be a little bit deceiving sometimes. That's why we always say do an online consultation so you could get the feel of the doctor. When you come in person, that's basically when we already have built the trust and we already know the confidence of the surgeon and the clinic. So now in person, all we do is make sure we go over the final design and the surgical plan accordingly. Now my clients just left. They did their in-person consult, the design. So now all that's left for them to do is just enjoy Korea, come back on the day of their surgery, and just start their new journey. And now that our clients are leaving more confident in their in-person consultation directly with the director, it's my time to leave now and head to another clinic. Morning. So now it is 8:10 a.m. I'm on my way. I have 2 surgeries today. They're sisters going together, and it's such an awesome journey to see them because they're so supportive of each other too. And then tomorrow is their friend. I feel like because I've already gone through it, I already know what to expect, the precautions you needed to take, and also the post-op care that you'll need. For me, I'm just ready to go. But I think today for my clients, it's all about emotional support because right now they're so nervous and I think equally excited. I think that's why directing them to really confident and competent surgeons it's too important to be able to know good surgeons and guide them to one of the best for their specific case and results that they're wanting. I am needing like 5 cups of coffee. I'm ending today around 12:30 a.m. because there's 2 surgeries. So I'm just starting my day right now. With every surgery starts with a gown change with pre-op photos, and now I'm starting to prep my clients for their surgery by preparing them to wash their face and go into a final in-person consultation and design. And honestly, I'm a tiger daughter by nature, so this is one of my favorite parts of consultation, where I can also ask questions for my clients that they may not have known to ask, or just to ensure they're guided and supported more. Because this is such an important transformation in my clients' lives, and I need to make sure I do everything on my end to make sure that they leave with the desired results that they came for. Which is why I always stress how active communication is so important. My client just went into her surgery, which means I'm here the entire day until she wakes up and she's able to go home. All of the clinics let me stay here, especially because I work so closely with them. They give me the VIP rooms, or they allow me to stay in like the back room where I could be more comfortable and just kind of like live here for the day on surgery days. There's a TV that I could enjoy, and also there's a couch where I could take a nap if I really need to, which I might today.
All the clinics I work really closely with know I live there on the days my clients have surgery, so I get comfy once my clients go into surgery. So even though I could leave, I do feel better staying with my clients because I value the start to finish my agency is grounded on.
So right now I came downstairs to the pharmacy, and with every clinic, there's always gonna be a pharmacy located right at the first floor. Actually getting all of her prescription medication just so that I could translate everything in English as well, so she could properly take it at the timely manner. So this is just another perk, another incentive that we have for InYun Concierge clients, where I will provide this prescription list just so that you could focus on your recovery and there's one less thing to really worry about.
We provide the prescription list as a complimentary service for clients with detailed instructions who book through InYun Concierge, along with a one-time salon hair wash. And I also prepare you ahead of time of arrival to assist you accordingly from my personal experience, and with every step of the way I will make sure to keep you updated on how to take the medication appropriately.
I'm so excited to eat. I'm starving. One of the hardest parts is literally eating alone. Hate eating alone. Love ranch. So good. Got the mango habanero because you have to, and then the like parmesan. The greasiness and oiliness is the same. Oh, I feel like I literally ate a heart attack, but it's been so long since I've actually had Wingstop, so I'm not really complaining about it. Oh my god, the pigeons in South Korea do not care. It is so freezing cold here in South Korea. I have a few hours, so one of my clients is actually leaving back to New York. I'm so out of shape. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say bye to her and say our last goodbyes. It's always hard when a client leaves because this job literally requires so much trust. There's a lot of vulnerability that goes into it. You build a strong connection with people through this, and that's why I named my agency InYun Concierge, because we're really meeting through a meaningful and purposeful transformation. So I really wanted it to have its own meaning behind it too. My hands are freezing right now, so I don't know how much longer I could talk, but I'm really sad to see her leave. This is honestly one of the saddest parts of my agency, is just when my client has to leave now, and oh my god, I have to run to cross the street, and now there's nothing, and now all I could do is just get updates and see how they're doing. So now I just got done with saying goodbye to one of my clients. I'm so sad. I feel like every time a client goes back, it's so emotionally hard, just because like you really... And my client, she wrote me a card, but it actually transferred onto my hand. So I'm like trying really hard to like read it, but it's so hard. No matter how short or long their stay is, the whole transformation journey itself, it's so emotional and it's so vulnerable and sensitive. And I feel like we really develop an InYun together. Just being able to send them off, like seeing how happy they are at the end, it really makes me look at South Korea so differently. My heart is full. I'm ready to go back to my client who's still in surgery, and now I'm gonna go help prepare her bedding and, you know, just making sure that her recovery room is really nice before she wakes up. It's so cold, but I still got an iced double espresso latte with caramel drizzle. Cannot wait to try. Should have gotten like 5 pumps of espresso.
Okay, so this becomes one of my favorite parts of InYun Concierge, where I now go around the clinic and prepare the recovery rooms for my clients to come back and rest and recover. And I have an alarm on for every 5 to 10 minutes to go check in on them after surgery. I love doing this part because by nature, I'm extremely nurturing to my mom and my sister. So when they had surgeries, it was like being an around-the-clock nurse for them, and I love doing it every time I can for my clients. And so while my second client is being prepared for surgery, most patients have questions and need reassurance after surgery, so that's why I come in so often to ensure their comfort and support, because now is the time the start to finish care is most important. I think many people don't know just how important post-op water is after surgery, so once water is clear to drink every 20 minutes or so, I come in and check in on their cup to make sure that they're comfortable, recover faster, and drink enough water so that they could feel better to walk and relieve the anesthesia post-surgery.
It is freezing cold. I just walked my client out to her Uber, and so cold. Look, oh my god. So now I'm gonna go head over and eat and make sure I get all of the bedding ready for my next client.
beauty concierge agency, InYun Concierge, it is not for the faint of heart. I always prioritize just one client a day if it is a surgery. However, in the special case of when maybe they come with a group, it's not easy. I started today at 9:40 a.m. and then I'm finishing at 12 a.m. today. But regardless of how exhausted, how emotionally attached you have to be for this, I love it. It just gives me so much fulfillment and purpose. Like, I just love doing it. And days like this, you have to root for yourself. Honestly, you gotta do what you really love to do so that even if you have to work from 9 a.m. all the way to 12 a.m., you're doing it with a big smile. I think we just hit a new record. It's just me, the consultant, and my client, and she just told me right now that we are the only 3 people in the entire building. Oh, that's intense. It's 11:31 p.m. right now, so I think we're all a little tired, but my client is first. Good morning, you guys. So my client is running a little bit late, so I'm just gonna prep her right now before she comes so we can have a smooth process and not rush. I'm honestly so sad though because I forgot the InYun Concierge bag. I'm so upset about that, but it's okay. I'll give it to her when she comes back for her post-op appointment. And while my third client is being checked into her surgery, honestly, the days are so fast and there's so much to do, but it's a beautiful process to see how every client's journey is and the reassurances needed post-surgery. And I've definitely found Korea to become home myself throughout InYun Concierge because it's given me a place of belonging, and I owe it all to my beauty concierge agency every time I feel emotional that another client has gotten the results that they came for. So this is routine, but now I'm setting up my client's recovery room before her surgery ends. I have a little bit of downtime right now while my client is in surgery, so I'm just going to Olive Young and stocking up before I go back and prepare for her recovery room. Okay, so I'm about to head home now. My client just left. I'm really excited to see how their progress is, all 3 of them, especially because they did it all together. I'm sure like they're feeling the whole recovery, the whole healing together. I'm really excited to see. I'll keep you guys updated. Guys, so right now I'm on my way to my client's 3-day post-op appointment. Because my clients are not going to be here for the full 14 days, we're just trying to optimize their time accordingly. So right now I'm on my way. There's so much traffic, so I'm really glad I'm walking right now. It goes by so fast. Like each client literally, even for me when I had my surgery too, the days just go by so fast and then it's like a blur, you know? So yeah, I'm excited to see how they'll feel after they get the nasal cottons out. So I'm really excited to see how their condition is. I do keep up with them on Instagram, so I hope they've just been maintaining a really good condition and just following all of the post-op steps that we've been advising for them. And I didn't realize how tired I was to this extent, but no matter, I brought my InYun Concierge bag for my client today, and now all of the post-op appointments are pretty self-explanatory, so I'll leave it here for you guys to see. My clients just got their 3-day post-op treatment and everything looks good. Their double eyelid results look good. They're really swollen for the rhinoplasty, but that's as expected. So everything is very good right now. They're just needing to heal and let time pass. I think that's always the hardest part about surgery, is just like not even the surgery part. It's literally the healing and the recovery because it takes so long. I think that's like one of the hardest parts about surgery, is just having to wait for so long. But it is worth it if you go to a really good surgeon who really listens to your needs and your concerns and overall the results that you're wanting. Today was another successful day. Hey guys, so right now I'm headed over to my client's 3-day post-op appointment. So I can't wait to just go in and check in on her. Let's head over. Hey guys, so I'm on my way for my client's 2nd post-op appointment with the surgeon and also for the post-op treatment.
A little bit more, a little bit more. So I'm here for my client's possibly last follow-up appointment before they head back to LA. And it's just such a crazy experience how fast the process goes, whether they stay under or over the 14 days. And I don't know if they feel as emotional about it as I do, but even though it's not what I'm going through, I feel like I relive my own experience for every client. And I always get so emotional about it, just especially towards the end before they leave, because I feel like it just takes such an emotional toll on you to be a part of the process. And just the fact that like my clients are really trusting me to be a part of their transformation and their journey. Yeah, it's a crazy emotional roller coaster. So I can't wait to see how they're healing, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I just finished up with my clients. They do have to come back for their final checkup before they go to the airport, and so it's the end of my day.
So I've officially become one of those Koreans who eat bread during their breaks or for a meal. I'm really hungry right now, but I really love eating dinner with my family and eating with someone, so I hate eating alone. So most of the time when I'm by myself, I usually just eat something light, or unless I really have to eat a really fat meal, that's the only time I'll eat by myself. So this is my snack until dinner. Hey guys, good morning. So right now it's 7:38 a.m. Seoul, of course, is so active right now, but I'm on my way to my 3 clients' last post-op appointment before they head back to the airport, back home. After talking with the director, he agreed to come earlier than opening hours to assess them and just check their final condition before they leave. It was very accommodating and just gave everybody a peace of mind for him to be able to see them before they go, for them to be able to see the doctor one last time, and for me to make sure that everybody's on the same page and that they're leaving very comfortable. So I'm headed there right now.
So my clients just left. We said our final goodbyes, but why is it so emotional after every time I have my last and final moment with my clients? I feel like, I don't know if they feel as emotional about it, but I think because I just really love my agency and I really love everything about, what I'm building for InYun Concierge, and it's just one of the best feelings I think I could ever feel. And every time a client goes back home, I'm just overwhelmed, honestly, overwhelmed with how emotional I feel. Their journey is now closed in Korea, and now the final recovery and healing really starts when they head back to their home countries. It's just such an emotional experience, and I feel like with every client, every case is so different. Even if so many clients get similar surgeries, I feel like their experiences and their stories and just what brought them to Korea, it's just such an emotional experience for me too, and I feel like I'm really on the journey with each and every one of my clients. So I just feel so grateful that I get to experience this journey with my clients, and just being able to really provide them safe, repeatable clinics, results that they wanted and the results that they came here for, and just being able to really have them experience a really good side of plastic surgery, and I just want to be there for every single one of my clients. I want to make sure they're provided with the best support, care, guidance, and really just know that they're heard, know that they're understood, and know that all of their concerns and desired results are really met. I don't know, I'm just always emotional. But I think it's just because I love InYun Concierge so much. So with every single client that comes through and books through us, I'm just so grateful, and I just want to do the best that I can for
their entire experience overall. And now I cannot wait to see how they're able to recover and just heal throughout this entire process for the next months to come. And I hope they feel like I did them well, you know, that everything that I want to provide for them, they felt reciprocated the same. So I'm just feeling all sorts of emotions right now, but yeah, 3 chapters down in Korea and now they're headed back to LA. So, but our start to finish is definitely not ending here. So I'm gonna keep updated with them as the months go by. And yeah, thanks for making it to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe. When you're ready to book your transformation, I'll list the info below. You could get started with filling out the form on our website and I'll list all of the info below. This was your first time coming to Korea to get your work done. What advice can you give someone who's wanting to get surgery done in Korea?
You should go in knowing what you want to get. I was thinking you'd come in and then just be like, I want this, and then like experts will figure it out for you. But they ask you so many things about what you want, how you want it, so that they can get a better idea to give you exactly what you want. Because I came in with like no reference for anything. They keep asking me like, reference, like what do you like or what do you want? And it was I felt like I was really typical. Everyone else had a reference photo in mind. I was just like, just do what looks best.
Yeah, it's like natural, right? Do you feel like you felt confident in putting all of your confidence into the director?
I did, because he seemed really knowledgeable. Like when he talked to me about what he's gonna do and why he's gonna do it, he explained to me like, okay, like he's just not gonna do it just because I say I want. Like even with the girls who did have a reference photo, he's like, okay, but this is what I can do based off of your anatomy is, and I'm gonna try my best to get you what you want. You know, he's not gonna lie to you and say, yeah, I can give it to you.
Right, and that's so important. You never want a surgeon who's gonna just sugarcoat everything.
Yeah, I agree with you for everything.
Yeah, and then you wake up and you're like, what the hell? Worst case scenario. What do you honestly feel like your experience was with InYun Concierge?
I like that any questions that I have, like at any time of the day, sometimes it's like 2 a.m. my time or 2 a.m. Korea time, so I know it's 2 a.m. for her, and she'll answer. Yeah. Like I don't have to worry about like, hello, what am I gonna, because before I reached out to InYun, I did try to reach out to clinics myself. And the response was really slow, like almost non-existent. With Julie, I just send her my questions and stuff, and she'll go around and recommend and get her referrals, and then they'll respond based off of what I'm asking for too. So it's more of an ease of mind and less stressful and trying to figure everything out.
It's like the biggest thing, communication, because you're coming from a different country, you know, so it's like I need it now, even if it's not like an emergency, you know. So okay, I'm really glad. I don't know, did you know a lot about concierges?
Didn't really notice it until my sister, she's the one that mentioned it first, came across my feed, like yours video came across her feed, so she's like, oh, that actually, you know, sounds so like less stressful, because we were trying so hard. Like my friend sent me an app and she's like, this is what Koreans use to look up, you know, like it's like their Yelp for plastic surgery, but it was just so like stressful. Like in only Korean, they tried their best to translate based off of picture reviews at this point. So it's just like really stressful. Then like I did reach out to those clinics myself and I wasn't getting any response, so it was like I needed responses and I wanted, you know, answers now, so it was just so much convenient and easier to go through a concierge.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What was your first impression, honestly, of beauty concierge after experiencing it?
I didn't really even know what a concierge was to begin with. So it's actually nice to have someone there, especially when you're coming from a different country, most people English. It was nice because you already kind of knew where they treat you well, so it's easier just to talk, you know, directly to contact you or talk to you, and you just kind of handle everything. From start to finish. So that was a really good experience. I think I would do it again. I didn't even know there was a service like this. I do recommend it. Little Julie will be appreciated.
Updated. Okay, I'll link because I know it was a crazy experience.
No. I mean, you know, we were really chill.
I know this was your first surgery. I know there's probably like a lot going into it, mentally, emotionally, all that. If there's one advice you could give someone who's going through a first surgery too,
to research everything so you know what you're going into. Because like I was looking at all like before and after pictures, so I know I'm gonna look like this. I'm like not freaking out as much, but I know a lot of people are like they freak out a lot. Especially after, like I was, when I looked at myself, I was just like, oh my gosh, trying not to, you know, freak out. I know that after the whole healing process, then we're gonna look good.
Good. It's like ugly before it gets pretty. Okay, good. Well, I think that's good advice. Through InYun Concierge, how was this experience for you?
Really good, actually. When I saw your TikTok, I was like, oh, she's so informative, she's so pretty too. So I was just scrolling through some of it, telling the girls like, we're trying to research on Ahhh.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, there's so much, and it's like the prices is like from low to high.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
So I don't know what like the in between is, and like scrolling on TikTok, and then you came up again. I was just like, should we just go through concierge? And it's telling them, they're like, oh, I don't want to. They're just going to do it on their own. So I just contacted you just in case. Because I was like, I'm so like overwhelmed with it. But then you seem very warm and like very informative too. So
thank you. There's so many different types of people. You know, they want to either go through it themselves, or they want to go through a concierge, or they want to use an app and then kind of figure it out. I always notice like people get so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So
I did.
right? I mean, I did too when I first came to Korea. I was like, looking at the buildings, I'm like, oh my god. In your opinion, do you feel like going through a concierge was in the end the best thing for you, or do you feel like you also could experience this by yourself?
I think going through you was the best.
Yeah, okay,
I
good.
feel like, plus, like, you would answer all the questions that we had.
That's true.
Like, at the, like, every time I was like, oh, do you have any questions? I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
But then I think of it later, and then I just message you.
Right. I really don't know how like every concierge agency works, but I do feel like I went through it. I know you want your answers really fast, you know? So even if it's like something as far as ointment, you know, you don't really want to wait for that. Yeah. I wanted to say thank you. You know, I hope it was a good connection between all of us. I hope they all had a good experience.
Yeah. Thank you.